Hey guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz, and today we of course have all this exciting news around UniSwap protocol and the UNI token which has launched. I'm not going to go into all the details about how you can claim it. We have talked about this general news in a past video, but today I'm going to focus more on it from an investment perspective. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to have a look at some factors which I think are important and relevant when thinking of buying or selling or holding onto the UniSwap tokens which you may have received over the past day. So we're going to have a look at a whole range of factors, including the tokenomics, the value that you get from holding these tokens, what the market cap is, more importantly what the diluted market cap is and how that compares to other projects. And then we'll make some estimations based on also the revenue, of course. We'll make some estimations for how high the price might get in the short term. And with that being said, let's get started. If you enjoy this content and want to see more of it, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button as it really helps to support the channel. Before I get started, I just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor and that trading and investing presents financial risks. All right, guys, so I hope you had a great week. Hope you've had a great day. And now let's get into this UniSwap analysis. So of course, we covered the UniSwap news in our previous video yesterday. You can check that out. UniSwap users get more than $1,000 in Uni tokens free. Right now, it's worth actually about $1,400. Of course, the price is very volatile. So I found some relevant tweets here from Mark Billy Zeller, farm boy, crop master, yield COOP manager, and a crop rotation specialist, obviously into yield farming. He says here, do people selling Uni at $3 a piece realize they're selling the governance token of a protocol generating more fees than Bitcoin? As you can see from this picture here down below, Ethereum 7-day average fees 4.5 million, UniSwap at 1.1 million, and Bitcoin is down below. Now, obviously, this takes into account the fact that Ethereum has very high transaction fees right now, right? I mean, as the transaction fees decrease, which hopefully they will, these numbers for Ethereum as well as UniSwap will go down. So, while there's a lot of hype and excitement, it's worthy to sort of understand this. UniSwap version 2 has a 0.05% protocol fee built in that just needs to be activated by vote. Currently, that's roughly $180,000 of revenue per day. Now, again, this relates to the Ethereum transaction fees being very high right now. So over time, this number, well, of course, there's many factors affecting the revenue per day. The more interest there is in DeFi, of course, the more this number will increase. And that's really the exciting thing about holding and buying Uni, is that you expect DeFi to continue increasing in value, and therefore they will get more revenue, even if the revenue is less because transaction fees are lower. And here, Giel Detienne says, can't blame people for taking short-term gains for more than $1,000 worth for each ETH account they have that interacted with UniSwap in the past. Fair enough, I guess. I haven't sold mine personally. Napkin math, $180,000 in revenue per day is equal to $65.7 million yearly, split across 1 billion tokens. That is 0.066 cents per token, or about $26 per user. I think he means that each user has 400 tokens. So that means that for each token you have, you will get approximately $0.066. Of course, this is a very rough calculation. There's a lot of other factors at play. But these are the types of calculations that you want to be thinking about if you're buying or holding Uni long term. Here by Lord Financier, he says 66 million a year. Again, this is the revenue they're talking about. Pricing as a growth stock with a PE, that's price to earnings ratio, by the way. Pricing as a growth stock with a PE of 50 to 150 suggests a total market cap of $3 to $9 billion. 1 billion tokens after 4 years, 150 million now. He's referring, of course, to the 150 million which are currently in circulation, but there will be 1 billion total tokens after 4 years. So maybe $6 or $7 is a fair value. $3 does seem underpriced using back of the envelope maths. Now, I personally think it's somewhat underpriced as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to $6 to $7, and I'll show you why I think that is a more sort of convincing factor for why that might be in just a bit. Now, one of the reasons why I'm not selling is kind of like an emotional, political reason, which is that, and just the way things are done in the world, it doesn't appeal to me, and the way UniSwap does it really appeals to me. And this tweet highlights that Amazon never gave you AMZN for buying stocks. Google never gave you GOOG for doing searches. Facebook never gave you FB for setting up a profile. UniSwap is giving you Uni for contributing liquidity. And not only that, but even just being a user, that's the difference. So I think it's awesome. This is exactly how businesses should be. They should offer value to their users, which is a percentage of the profits. It just makes total sense, since the users are the ones who create all the value. Of course, the business creators also deserve something, but for the business creators and CEOs and all of them to earn everything is just not fair, if you ask me. Now, when thinking about whether or not to buy UniSwap, of course, you have to take note that there are a lot of competitors. Just recently today, DeFi project Paraswap raises $2.7 million to scale out. They have a lot of big names behind them, including CoinGecko and the Aave founder. And of course, you probably know about a range of other competitors. But that being said, there are also many projects which are working to contribute to UniSwap, for example, UniTrade and FalconSwap. So, the way I see it is UniSwap is likely to be the biggest decentralized exchange for the foreseeable future. It's got such a big head start. So I think these other projects are going to be, not quite as valuable as UniSwap for the foreseeable future. Now, before I get into a more extensive analysis, remember UniSwap protocol governance Uni is live. This is an article in Altcoin Buzz, great article by Deepika here. And this goes over how you can claim your Uni. If you're having any problems, just check out this article on altcoinbuzz.io. I'll link in the description down below. It's a good way to find out how to do it. So the most relevant resource, I think, for understanding Uni is their blog post here. They said, of course, 60% of the Uni Genesis supply is allocated to UniSwap community members, a quarter of which 15% of the total supply has already been distributed to past users. So right now we have a market cap of $206 million and the circulating supply is just 65 million. You might be wondering why this is 65 million instead of 150 million, since it says 15% of the total supply has been distributed. Well, the reason for that is that they simply haven't claimed those tokens yet. So over the coming days, this number should get much closer to 150 million. And of course, this also means that there's a lot of people, a lot of potential more selling pressure. I mean, we've had almost half of the tokens have been distributed. The price is still at $3.17. Still a big price increase from when it started. It's possible that people will start selling. I personally think it'll go up a little bit more, but in any case, that's of course pure speculation. Let's have a look at this article again. So inspired by Ethereum's vision, we have long committed to the ideals of permissionless access, security, and immutability, all indispensable components for a future where anyone in the world can access financial services without fear of discrimination or counterparty risk. So this is really a revolutionary product. And I'm not selling. It's a pretty small percentage of my portfolio right now. That's one of the reasons. Of course, if it represents a larger percentage, you might want to exercise proper risk management, but I find it really inspiring what they've done, and I don't think it's overpriced now either. In less than 2 years, they have supported over $20 billion in volume, traded by over 250,000 unique addresses across 8,484 unique assets. They have secured over $1 billion in liquidity deposited by 49,000 unique liquidity providers, or LPs, earning $56 million in fees in the process. And this is so inspiring because these people earning fees are the people who are contributing to the platform. It's not one centralized entity like, Binance or Kraken or whatever, who are just taking everything. This is people using a platform, and the value of this platform goes back to the people. It's just such an awesome concept, and I find it really exciting to be part of this space right now. And I'm happy they launched this token. I think it makes sense, to give back to the people who have used it, and also just to capture the value so that they don't have incumbents like SushiSwap trying to take that value from them. Emerged as foundational DeFi structure with integrations across hundreds of interfaces and applications, UniSwap is now particularly well positioned for community-led growth, development, and self-sustainability. So when you see a circulating supply of, well, it's going to be 150 million out of 1 billion, you have to be a little bit concerned. The first thing you want to ask yourself is, okay, when is the rest of that token supply going to be made available? Because if it's going to be made available right now, then that's potentially a lot of sell pressure on the market. The second question is, who is going to get that token supply? And what incentive would they have for selling? So let's have a look. The 1 billion UNI that have been minted at Genesis and will become accessible over the course of 4 years, all right? So 60% of UNI will go to UniSwap community members. Again, 150 million of these have or will become available over the coming days to be circulating, but the other 45% will be over a 4-year vesting period, all right? And the same thing goes for this 21.51% to the team members, the 17.8% to investors, and 0.069% to advisors. So this is a 4-year vesting period. This means that most of this supply won't become immediately available. And that's why I think that the price still has room to grow. It's not like all these venture capitalists are gonna, start immediately selling. And for the longer term perspective, a perpetual inflation rate of 2% per year will start after 4 years, ensuring continued participation and contribution to UniSwap at the expense of passive UNI holders. And here you can see this beautiful graph of how we have a large percentage, of course, going to the community, as it should be, and then after 10 years, an even larger percentage to the community. Now, I have mixed feelings about the liquidity mining section here. I'll tell you why in a bit. In any case, an initial liquidity mining program will go live on September 18th. The program will last 1 month. The program will run until November 17th, 2020, and it will target the following pools on UniSwap version 2. They say here that 5 million UNI will be allocated per pool to liquidity providers proportional to liquidity. And these UNI are not subject to vesting or lockup. So of course, these could go on the market and be sold. Still, that seems to be 20 million if I calculate this correctly, 4 pools times 5 million. So it's not exactly a huge percentage of the supply, but nonetheless, something to take note of. Now, the reason I find this frustrating is that I really wanted to add liquidity to ETH-WBTC. And I'm just going to show you how I went about doing this in case you want to do it. So liquidity providers in the preliminary set of targeted pools can deposit their liquidity tokens. So you click on deposit here, it will take you to this user interface. And here, if you already have ETH and WBTC, for example, you can already deposit into that pool. This is the one I wanted to join. So you just click deposit over here and then add ETH-WBTC liquidity. And then once you're here, if you haven't added liquidity to the pool already, you click here and then you will get your LP tokens. This will take you to where you can add your Ethereum or WBTC. In any case, I really wanted to do this, but it's super frustrating because I had 2 transactions which failed because they said I was out of gas, which makes no sense because I have 6 Ethereum. So I wasted about $40 doing that. It's pretty annoying. I hope that these problems will get solved. The user experience, as simple as it may be, sort of just on the basic interface, it is pretty frustrating when you have these failed transactions and you're just, paying, and more importantly, I don't even understand why, it says I'm out of gas. I've posted it on Reddit to see if people can help me out. If any of you guys understand why it says I'm out of gas, even though I have Ethereum on my account, then yeah, let me know down in the comments below. In any case, I think this list from Masari.io is the most important thing to look at when considering the value of UniSwap. So UniSwap here, you can see that it has a year plus 10 market cap. This implies that its fully diluted market cap after 10 years will be $3.9 billion. So right now, UniSwap ranks 63rd place. And you might think, well, there's a lot of protocols, a lot of tokens which are higher than this in terms of rankings, which you don't think have as much value. And I would tend to agree with that. However, more importantly, UniSwap already ranks 10th place in terms of year plus 10 market cap. So if you're thinking about this in terms of a long-term hold, this is the price you want to be looking at. And the reason why I think this could get to sort of $6 to $10 easily is if this doubles, let's say this gets to 8 million, then it will be in about 6th place. If it does a 3x and gets to 12 million, it will still be in about 6th place. So I think that it can easily get up to $10 or so. If it does get to $10 in the next couple of days, I'll probably sell about half just to try and buy back at a lower price. But right now, for UniSwap to be in 10th place seems undervalued. I think it very easily could be or should be in the sort of top 5, top 6 coins. So this is what I'm referring to in terms of estimating the future growth. And I think many long-term investors are also looking at it from this perspective. In any case, before we finish off, I thought I'd just go over some of the comments, give some shout outs and reply to some people. This, of course, is Matty's video. but I figure why not? Here, crypto trader, haha, crazy. I only ever used UniSwap once on August 31st to buy about $80 worth of something, just received my 400 uni, absolutely mad, thanks UniSwap. Yeah, you deserve it, man. I mean, anyone who's used this, even if it's just once, even if it's just a small amount, you know, you still represent a tiny percentage of the people in the world who are contributing to this, who are showing that it has value, so, you know, you deserve it. Bryce Nickel here. My first UniSwap transaction was 26 minutes after the snapshot. That is so unlucky. But hey, you know, it's that's why it pays to be early. And of course, you know, we've been talking about UniSwap for a while on the channel, and a lot of the coins that we've brought up can only be purchased on UniSwap. So, you know, follow our channel, subscribe to us, and you know, you'll be able to take advantage of these types of things. Polynesian USA, we deserve that $1,000 in Uni tokens to compensate us for the outrageous gas fees we've been paying. You know, this is actually one reason why I considered selling my Uni, especially today after those failed transactions where, you know, I paid these outrageous gas fees. I'm like, well, I feel like just selling some just for that sake. But, you know, I believe in the sort of long-term technology. I believe that these things will get fixed. It's just frustrating right now. But overall, I think Uni is a revolutionary product, and yeah, I'm happy to be holding it. Alright guys, that's been it from me for today. Let me know if you got your 400 Uni. Let me know how your week has been. Let me know how your trading is going. Are you suffering with the alts? Have you made some good trades recently? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, have a good one and see you in the next one.